Now, tomorrow is, of course, 50 years since the first moon landing, and as you might expect, the National Space Centre in Leicester is pretty excited.
In fact, they're organising a whole summer of celebration events in a bid to inspire a new generation of scientists and space explorers. Speaking of the future, across the city at the University of Leicester's observatory, they are leading the way in space exploration. Amy Payne has been there for us this evening.
Well, this weekend is all about celebrating the past, but of course that first moon landing and subsequent Apollo missions paved the way for the future and all-important space research, and that's where the University of Leicester comes in. And you join me now at this observatory, which houses the most advanced astronomical teaching facility available at a UK university. It'll be used by both students and staff at the university, who continue to be inspired by that iconic lunar landing in 1969, as I've been finding out.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
The first moon landing on July the 20th, 1969. 50 years on, this iconic moment remains a source of wonder and inspiration. At the National Space Centre in Leicester, floor 4 here is dedicated to the Apollo 11 mission, an out-of-this-world experience for many young visitors.
I think it will make you want to discover more about space. You're seeing all the sort of different stuff you can do.
It might inspire more kids to go to the moon more. I would like to go on the machines that go on the moon.
The achievements of Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong and Michael Collins remains a source of inspiration. Now there are increasing opportunities for the next generation to follow in their footsteps in a new era of space exploration.
People don't realise that there is a really strong, vibrant space industry here, about 40,000 jobs, but that's growing because every year you have new organisations and companies that are saying, actually, we can use space here on Earth, and those jobs are only growing. So very much a skills shortage. We really want people to recognise their role that they can play in it.
And this summer they hope to engage children through a series of special events to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the first moon landing, including this new exhibition. Judging by these faces, it's mission accomplished.
Well, joining me now is Suzie Imber, who many of our viewers will recognise from the BBC programme, the astronaut programme, Have You Got What It Takes? And also, of course, here at the University of Leicester, you are a planetary scientist. Let me get that title right. So, Suzie, this 50-year anniversary has really captured the imagination, as we've been hearing. What does it mean to you?
Well, I wasn't alive 50 years ago when the moon landings happened, and many of the young people today, of course, have no memory of it, but actually going back and sharing with them the excitements of the older generation who saw it is really kindling their interest in space science and particularly human spaceflight.
And you talked there about the science side. I mean, we're here in this wonderful observatory. What do you think is the future of space science here in Leicester?
We have an amazing future in terms of space science. We're building a space park in Leicester, and this is a facility where we can bring together world-class research and also the space industry to really drive forward space science in the UK.
And I guess the big question here after our report today and all this coverage of that first moon landing is, when do you think more astronauts will land on the moon?
Well, I think we've had a lot of reports about the fact that astronauts may be going back imminently. I suspect that we'll go back in the late 2020s to the moon, and hopefully in the 2030s begin to establish a longer habitation there.
And then Mars after that?
Mars is the eventual goal, but again, that's going to be a few years down the line after that, but that's the goal, absolutely.
Suzie, thank you. Well, there you are. You heard it here first. And from us in the observatory, it's back to you.